When Tencent officially announced the cast of Be With Me on March 13, 2026, the reaction across global C-drama communities was immediate. Not because fans were unhappy, but because nobody saw this pairing coming. And once the shock settled, the debate began. Be With Me is an upcoming urban family drama produced by Tencent Video. It is adapted from the novel of the same name by Li Wei, and held its official booting ceremony on March 13, 2026 in Foshan, Guangdong. The drama stars Zhang Wanyi and Shen Yue as the two leads. Zhang Wanyi plays Sun Jingcheng, a trade company owner described as easygoing and carefree, but lacking a sense of responsibility, and who undergoes significant personal growth throughout the story. Shen Yue plays Zhou Yu, a middle school English teacher whose gentle exterior conceals a deeply rebellious personality. The central plot follows their marriage falling apart due to incompatible personalities. When Sun Jingcheng's mother strongly opposes the separation, a series of family crises forces the estranged couple to continue living together. And through that forced proximity, they gradually rediscover what family actually means. The story also expands beyond the central couple to explore 3 generations of the Sun family. On paper, it is a compelling premise. But the moment the casting was confirmed, 2 very distinct camps formed online almost immediately. Now, to understand why this casting generated such an intense reaction, you first need to understand what each of these actors represents in the minds of Chinese drama audiences. Zhang Wanyi has built his reputation on serious, emotionally demanding work. Dramas like Awakening Age and A Long Way Home earned him consistent critical praise, with Douban ratings averaging 7.2 and above. His acting style is described by fans as intense, mature, and deeply subtle. He is an actor audiences associate with heavy-layered storytelling. Shen Yue, on the other hand, built her massive international following through youth romance dramas. Most notably, A Love So Beautiful and Meteor Garden. Her public image is warm, bright, relatable, and soft. She is the actress audiences reach for when they want to feel something light and joyful. So when Tencent put these 2 names on the same poster, the immediate reaction across platforms like Reddit's C-drama, Drama Panda, and TikTok was essentially the same question repeated in different ways. How is this going to work? Now it is important to be clear about where the skepticism came from and what it was actually based on, because not all of it was fair, and some of it needs to be examined carefully. A segment of online voices, particularly from outside of Shen Yu's fanbase, raised concerns about whether she was the right fit for this particular role. Their argument centered on a few specific points. First, the character of Zhou Yu, as described in the original novel, was written as a cool, dignified teacher, a woman with quiet authority and emotional complexity. Some felt that Shen Yu's established public image was at odds with that character description. Second, some critics pointed to what they described as her recent drama performance, though it is worth noting that the specific numbers being circulated online came largely from voices that were already skeptical of her casting rather than from neutral industry analysis. These figures were presented as fact in certain corners of the internet, but were not independently verified. Third, some felt the 2 actors were simply operating in different lanes of Chinese entertainment. One associated with critically acclaimed serious dramas, one known primarily for youth romances. The concern was framed as genre alignment rather than personal criticism. On Reddit's r/Dramas fans, the skeptical position was summarized directly. Some fans simply did not believe she could handle the emotional subtlety required for a woman on the brink of divorce in a realistic family drama. That is what was being said. But it is only half of the conversation, because the other side of this debate was making a significantly stronger argument. The most consistent defense of Shen Yu's casting pointed to one specific project that her critics appeared to be overlooking entirely, which is Six Sisters. Her appearance as the younger version of the heroine in Six Sisters, a serious acclaimed family drama, was cited repeatedly by supporters as direct evidence that she is more than capable of handling realistic, emotionally grounded material. This was not a background role. This was a performance that required her to carry the emotional weight of a character's formative years within a drama that was itself receiving serious critical attention. Supporters argued that measuring her solely against her earliest work, which is dramas she made nearly a decade ago, was not an accurate or fair assessment of where she currently stands as an actress. And they made another point that is difficult to argue with. Be With Me features an exceptional ensemble cast. Veteran actors Ding Yongdai, Serena, Zhu Feng, and Lu Mintao. For Shinbo, Li Chen, and Wang Ru, this is not a lightweight production. A creative team assembled with this level of talent does not cast its female lead carelessly. Tencent made a deliberate and considered choice when they chose Shen Yue for Zhou Yu, on platforms like TikTok and Facebook where fans were responding to what they could actually see. The booting ceremony footage, the official posters, the early behind-the-scenes videos and images. The reaction told a completely different story. The fan community began using the couple name Wanyue almost immediately. Fans described the visual dynamic between them as chemistry overload. The contrast between his calm, heavy presence and her warm, expressive energy was creating something that neither of them would produce alone. One fan comment captured it perfectly. The dynamic between Shen Yue and Zhang Wanyi is a key element that already resonates. Now here is what I want to leave you with. Every time an actress known for lighter roles attempts something more serious, there will be voices that question it before a single frame has been filmed. That is not unique to Shen Yue. It is a pattern that repeats across the industry. But here is what those voices consistently underestimate. Growth is not always visible until it is undeniable. Six Sisters showed something. Wonderland Season 6 showed something. And now, Be With Me is showing something else entirely. Shen Yue, playing a complex woman navigating the quiet devastation of a marriage falling apart, within one of the most carefully assembled casts Tencent has put together in recent memory. The debate happened before a single scene was shot. Before Zhou Yu existed on screen, and before Shen Yue had the chance to show anyone what she had prepared. The real question was never whether she could handle this role. The real question is whether the people who doubted her were paying close enough attention. And if her track record is anything to go by, they were not. Before I close, if you want to be part of the community that gets first access to breakdowns like this one, channel membership is now open. Inner Circle members get early access to new videos, priority comment replies, members-only live chats, loyalty badges, a custom emoji and exclusive photos and status updates. Star family members get everything in Inner Circle plus members-only polls, members-only shorts, personal shout-outs from me, and members-only live streams. To join, simply go to the Asian Star Spotlight channel page and tap the join button right next to the subscribe button. I will be watching Be With Me when it airs, not to settle a debate, but because Shen Yue playing a rebellious English teacher navigating a failing marriage opposite Zhang Wanyi is genuinely one of the most unexpected and exciting creative combinations Chinese drama has put together in a while. And if there is one thing this community knows, it is that Shen Yue has a habit of surprising people who underestimate her. Like this video if the breakdown was useful, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on your notifications. Drop a comment below. Were you excited or skeptical when this casting was first announced? Let me know. Bye, take care, and I will see you all in the next one.